Yeah. Hello, guys. A very good evening. I hope you all are having a good day until now. So, I'm Miss Prachi, and I'll be your host for the day. So, as you know, we have organized this webinar for uh, uh, for you all to understand how you can finance your child's education in a better, effective way. Sir, I'm audible, right? Okay. So, yes, so this webinar is being conducted by Propelld, as you all know, and we will be helping you out with how you can plan your child's higher education in a better way, in a more effective manner. So, today we have here with us our speaker, Mr. Raghuvamshi, who is a alumnus from IIT Madras. He has uh, graduated in mechanical engineering, and he started off his career as an analysis lead. Next, he moved on to become the manager and head of new business at Blowhorn in Chennai, and currently he is the senior director here at Propelled, leading the higher education business. So before we start, I would just like to highlight about the points that we will be majorly covering today. Um, it will be around the fee structure that runs in medical and engineering colleges in India, what funding options you have available with you in both the scenarios, with and without savings, how you can, yes, Dheeraj, we will be taking your question, just allow us some time. And so, yeah, continuing with what I was saying, we'll be covering the fee structure that runs around in the medical and engineering colleges. What are the funding options available to you with and without savings? Both the scenarios will be discussed. How you can avail education loan to navigate through the financing part in a better way. What are the scholarships available that your child can apply for, and some of the government schemes that we have in our country which can help your child go ahead with the education, for continuing their education, basically in their education journey. um, yeah, so at the end of the session we will also be having a question answer round. uh, वी आर ओके विथ बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस, इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी. आपको कहीं पे भी हिंदी में रेज करना है, इंग्लिश में रेज करना है, कोई भी सवाल है, प्लीज डू नॉट हेजिटेट, आराम से पूछिए, हम आपके सारे सवालों को अटेंड करेंगे. So without further delay, I'll pass on the mic to Mr. Raghuvamshi to start the session. Sir, please go on.
Good evening, everybody. I hope I'm audible. Prachi, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. So, good evening. I'm Raghuvamshi. I'm a senior director at Propelld. I'm leading higher education business at Propelld. So, today we will be talking about, first, I'll be talking about the landscape of how the higher education fees is changing. Fees has been changing. If you look at it, every year the fees is increasing by 8 to 10% on an average if you take for the last 15 years. That means this is 2025. If you consider the fees which was in 2018 at a college and the fees today, it is actually doubling. In 7 years, it has doubled. So if you look at some of the colleges, so basically it will be Uh, uh, so if you are, so we'll divide it into two parts. We will be majorly talking about medical and engineering colleges, undergrad. So in medical colleges, it depends on the student's rank. So if he is getting a better rank and if he is getting into a government college, so In a government college, the seats, so there are totally 1,10,000 seats around in undergraduate medical MBBS seats. So if you are getting into, if you are getting a good rank, and if half of those seats are in government colleges, so if you are getting into, if you get a good rank, and if you are getting into a government college, so your fees will mostly be under 1 lakh, somewhere around 1 to 1.5 lakh maximum. Most of the government colleges will take around 15 to 20,000, 30,000 per year. So your tuition fees will be very less. Hostel fees also will be subsidized in these colleges. But if you go to a private college, so private colleges will be charging higher. So in private colleges, there will be three layers of seats. One is government quota, the other one is private quota, and third one is management quota. In the government quota, the fees will be around 2 to 3 lakhs, uh, at max 4 lakhs in private colleges. But private quota in private colleges will be anywhere between 12 lakhs to 15 lakhs per year, and there will be 5 years in MBBS. And management quota can range between uh, north of 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs to 30 lakhs around it will be in management quota, medical colleges, private medical colleges. So if by now it is already February and the exam will be conducted in a couple of months or 3 months, and you would be already knowing where your child stands at, and more or less you'll be knowing if you're going to take a government seat, a private seat, or a management quota seat, if at all, if you are willing to take that. So accordingly, you'll have a corpus in mind right now only. So this is just to tell you that the fees ranges are like ranging in these numbers. Go to the next slide. So in even in engineering colleges, when I was studying, I studied between 2007 and 12. I had a dual degree, 5 year course. When I was studying, my fees was around I think 23,000 per semester. Now that has become almost 1 lakh per semester tuition fees. So it has increased four folds in the last 15 years, 17 years. So right now, per year fees in IIT Delhi or IIT Madras is 2 lakhs. So if you have to do an engineering degree, this is just tuition fees. And there will be hostel fees. Although it is subsidized, you still have to pay certain hostel fees and mess fees, etc., etc. So the total expenditure will be around at least 13, 14 lakhs for an engineering degree. So 2 lakhs per year into 4 is 8 lakhs, and another 5, 6 lakhs for hostel and mess. So you'll then whoever goes to IITs will generally stay in hostels only. They'll not stay outside. So when I was in IIT Madras, 99.9% of the people were in hostel. Even though they are like there were local people, they were still staying in the hostel because of the hostel life. So you'll be uh, getting charged, you'll be spending around 13 lakhs to 14 lakhs, even if you go to an IIT. The okay, yeah, like colleges like BITS, VIT, Triple IT, or like or other NITs, there there is a so if you take private colleges like Vellore Institute of Technology or Manipal Institute of Technology or UPS, Dehradun, etc. Here your fees will be on upper side. So you'll be spending tuition fees. Tuition fees will be around 4 lakhs to 4.5 lakhs, and depending on the type of hostel you take. So there will be tiers of hostels. So single seater room, double seater room, AC room, non AC room, etc., etc. If you take a very nominal room, also it will be 1.5 lakh per year. So there you'll be spending around 18 to 20 lakhs on tuition fees and another 5, 6 lakhs on hostel fees. So if you are willing to take a seat in these private universities, uh, you'll be spending a lot more money. and you'll have to think about your finances upfront so that you're at a better place to finance your child's education. Go to the next slide. So basically, the main core function of this meeting is to talk about how to finance college fees. So generally, when the Indian households will have some kind of savings and some planning around what is our budget in spending on the child's education, and accordingly we'll have certain quantum. So what is happening in the recent past is that the higher education fees is increasing rapidly. So this planning has been happening for last 10 years or so. Parents will be planning for 10 years, 15 years for their child's education. They'll be thinking that, okay, this much, let's say in 2018, now this is 2025. So in 2018, your kid might be in fifth class. So from then, if you had started saving for your child's higher education, let's say, you would be thinking in 2018, you would be thinking that the fees might be like for an engineering degree, 1.5 lakh per year. So you would be thinking about a 6 lakh or 8 lakh for his education. But all of a sudden, that has become to 15 lakh to 20 lakh. So there is a mismatch. So even though you have savings, I'm talking about people who are neck to neck. Uh, so basically, if you have a lot of savings, you can use. So that is a different question. I'll come to that question. If you have savings, should you use that savings to fund your child's education, or should you take a loan? That's a different question. We'll come to that. So you have three options. You can use your complete savings. You can use savings, and you can take a march half. You can use. You can put your money, and half you can take loan, or you can use your savings for hostel fees and mess fees, but you can use scholarship for tuition fees, and you can also top up the loan for something else. If savings are not enough uh, to do away with the hostel fees and etc., you can top up it with the loan also. With no savings, you can actually go with pure loan. 100%. There are like many scholarships which are given to meritorious students. 100% scholarships. Everything will be covered end to end. Government reimbursement, student credit cards. Some states have student credit cards, like Bihar has a student credit card option, and some states like Telangana, Andhra, Maharashtra has government fees reimbursements. Albeit they have some certain criteria for your income and your economic status. Go to the next slide. So if we are talking about scholarships, so basically first thing is people know that there are scholarships in the market, but they don't know how to access those scholarships. So generally, where can you actually go and apply for a scholarship? So there are portals. Let's say there is a government portal where you can go and access uh, all the scholarships that are available right now. I'll show you all the scholarships that are available right now. I'll just open my. I'm sharing my screen. This is vidyasarathi.co.in. So this is a government website. It is run by NSDL, Protean, but it is in partnership with the government. So all the scholarships, whoever wants to give scholarships will come and post them here. So like if you see RBL Bank Shiksha Scholarship, you can go and read more, and you'll see what the scholarship is all about. So you can actually apply it here. You can press apply, and so there will be end date. There will be maximum how much are they going to give. Here they are saying 20,000. Here they are saying 50,000. So there will be different scholarships for different courses. So KBI is Sapalta scholarship for ME MTech courses. So there will be for ITI courses for scholarship for students pursuing class 1 to class 10. So this is pre-primary scholarships, diploma scholarships, BSc nursing scholarship, KBI Sapalta scholarship for BA BTech course. They are giving 50,000 for 1 year. Propel scholarship for auto drivers children for class 12. So there will be different scholarships. Every scholarship will be published here. Now this is the time to like in a month or so there will be a lot of scholarships which will be coming in because the admission season is coming. So people will be putting their scholarship. These scholarships are you can actually select for which course you are looking for. Undergraduate, if I put, you'll get scholarships which are given for undergrads. So right now it is since it is February, there are not many scholarships posted here. But every company, most of the companies which are making profit should be doing a mandatory what do you call CSR activity. So for the CSR activities, most of the companies will be doing giving scholarships to the students. So they will be posted here. And this is government website. You can also have another. You can also look at another website called Buddy for Study. There also you'll find lot of scholarships. You can go and apply on Buddy for Study also. I'll show you guys. This is Buddy for Study. You can go scholarships, all scholarships. You'll have lot more filters here because it is privately run. Graduation, you can select graduation. There are so many scholarships. Dr. Ambedkar Madhavi Chatur Sanshodhit Yojana, Haryana 24-25. Yeah. So, like this, there are lots of scholarships which you can go and apply. I mean, I'm showing you these two sites. I'm sorry. I will. Okay. What I'll do is I will paste the two links in the chat box here. This is one, and this is another website. These two, I have sent you the links of these websites where you can find all the scholarships. You should keep checking those websites to find the appropriate scholarships at the appropriate time. The scholarships will not be present in those websites throughout the year. They will be open only at certain point of time. So you'll have to you should keep checking them to find the right scholarships for you and apply for them. Okay. And yeah, uh, Cheryl, can you put the PPT on?
Yes, sir. One minute. I'm sharing.
Okay. So we have spoken about scholarships and how should we apply. I didn't go into the particular scholarships and I didn't explain you what scholarship, how much will you get, what will you get, etc., etc. That you can go through. But I have given you an overview on how to check for scholarships. That is very important. Yeah, I have given you two websites where you can go and find scholarships. I have given the links also in the chat box. You can take those links and maybe you can give it to your kids. They can like keeps looking at those websites regularly. So education loans. Then the second option is loan. So basically, you are putting your own money. You are taking a scholarship, or you are taking a loan, or you are mixing two of them together. So one thing that you cannot do is if you are taking a scholarship, you cannot take another scholarship. You cannot take two scholarships at the same time. The scholarship people who are the companies who are giving scholarship or government scholarships make sure that those scholarships are reached to maximum number of people. So if you are getting any scholarship, you will not be eligible for another scholarship. So you'll have to pick if you are eligible for scholarships, you'll have to pick the best scholarship that you are eligible for. Okay. Now coming to education loans. So basically, whenever people think of education loan, whenever we are talking about education loan, people think that okay, I'll take an education loan, I'll not pay anything right now, or I'll what is okay. So education loan, when people think about education loan, they have a prejudice in their mind that मैं अभी लूंगा पैसे और जब बच्चे का पढ़ाई खत्म होगा और उनको जॉब लगेगा तो तभी वो वापस पे करना शुरू करेगा, ये है सबका माइंड में. ठीक है, बट दैट इज नॉट एंटायरली ट्रू. द रीच ऑफ the approval percentage, the sanction percentage of loans in Indian banks right now is 2%. That means for every 100 people who apply for loan, only 2%, two people will get loan. And remaining 98 people are not getting loans. So to increase that, government is also pushing banks. They have created some certain schemes. The scheme recently, there is a scheme called Vidya Lakshmi scheme. I'll come to that in the next slide. But I'll explain you how should you apply for loans in public sector banks and private banks. So to apply loans on public sector banks and private banks, you are the government has mandated every bank to take an education loan application through only Vidya Lakshmi portal. There is a portal called Vidya Lakshmi portal. I'll share my screen once. Is my screen visible? Prachi, is my
No,
screen
sir.
visible?
It's presenting now. Yes. Visible, sir.
Yeah. So this is Vidya Lakshmi
Uh,
portal. Yeah. Okay. So basically, first you'll have to go and register. Then you can go after registering. You can go and you can apply. Once you apply, you'll be getting a form. I'll be giving you this link also. So once you apply, once you register, you'll be asked to apply for the loan. Once you apply, they'll be asking your academic details, past academic details, your parents' information, your parents' income information, and income proof, your KYC documents, your parents' KYC documents, your past academic records, your certificates, and they'll be finally after all this, they'll be asking you to pick three banks, any three only. There will be around 43 banks listed in this website, Vidya Lakshmi portal, but you can only pick three banks. So once you pick those three banks, what happens is those three banks ka uh, every bank will be presenting their product, like at what interest rate do they give, For how much tenure do they give? What will be the loan amount that they are willing to give? What loan amount will be they giving without collateral? What loan up to what loan amount will they be giving with collateral? What loan amount is given to domestic higher education? What up to what loan amount will they be giving to abroad uh, higher education, etc., etc. Everything will be detailed in the product list. By looking at that, you will be picking any three banks. So once you pick those three banks and you submit, if Vidya Lakshmi portal will first verify your application, and if there is any problem, either Vidya Lakshmi portal people will revert to you and ask you to update the application or change some things in the application, or they they might or the banks itself, the bank manager, the local bank manager near you. If you are applying to SBI and you are applying from let's say Bangalore, the local bank manager who got the application would call you and say you have did some mistake in this application. Please change it, or you have given certain document which is not complete. Give this give the complete document, etc., etc. And once he gets all those things, then if you so basically there is a catch. Only in public sector banks, what we generally saw is only if your loan gets approved, you'll get to know. But in general, with all my experience, what I have seen is if your loan got rejected, they'll not directly tell you that it got rejected. They'll just keep delaying in the process, and we will not be knowing. You will not be knowing if the loan got approved or not. So you'll keep thinking that loan might get approved, and you'll like so I know some people who have gone to the banks several times, etc., etc., and still they don't know if their loan is approved or rejected. So at the end of after a couple of months or so, they'll give up and they'll look for another option. Okay. So and one more important thing is in banks, the loan process is not completely digital. Even though the application process is digital, loan process completely is not digital. At least one time you'll have to go to the bank to submit your original documents. That is mandatory. Sometimes if the loan is collateralized, so basically public sector banks have rules like up to 4 lakhs of loan amount, you will not need guarantors. Like your parents' income proof should not be mandatory. Parent will be there as a guarantor. Up to 7.5 lakh, parent should be parent should be there, and parent should have proper income documents. Post 7.5 lakhs, you will have you are supposed to give collateral. If you are not giving collateral, you will not get a loan. Post 7.5 lakhs, unless if it is an IIT or IIM, you'll get collateral free loans over there. Some specific colleges will be there, like SBI calls them scholar loans. You can go to the SBI website and check which colleges may scholar loans are present. If you click on scholar loans tab, you will if first you'll have to go into education loan, then go into scholar loans. Then there will be a list of colleges where they'll give scholar loans. In those scholar loans, you don't need to give any collateral. In other student loan, etc., etc., there will be 10 different types of loans in SBI education loan. In all other loans, you'll have to give collateral above 7.5 lakhs. So if it is any private college, private medical college, or any college, it will be collateralized loan only mostly. Apart from the IITs, IIMs, and some NITs and some big private colleges, all other colleges may education loan above 7.5 lakhs needs collateral. Okay. Okay. Now coming to private sector banks, it is more or less similar to public sector banks, but so basically in private sector banks, you will not. What is different? What is the main difference is that you might get to know that your loan got rejected. That is the only thing. Public sector public banks will not actually tell that your loan got rejected. They'll just keep it on hold. Private sector banks will actually tell you that the loan got rejected. So the main documents that they ask private sector banks is your certificates, all pass certificates. So they'll have certain criteria that the student should have 65% in the 10th class and 65% in the 12th class to get a loan for undergraduation, or 60% and 60%. That will be one criteria. And parent income should be at least 25,000, will be one more criteria. For certain banks, it will change from bank to bank. I'm generally giving a general explanation. And then if the parent is salaried, they would they would want three salary slips and 6 months bank statement, and your last form 16. If the parent is self-employed, then they would ask for last 2 years ITRs with computation, and a business license or business proof, whatever business is he doing. If he's doing a business, he'll be needing to give business proof and business license. And then if then the other documents that they'll ask is the admission letter, where if you have gotten an admission in certain college, they'll ask you for the admission letter. If you are taking a pre-approval, you can take a pre-approval also, basically saying that I will get a seat after the counseling, but I want to book my loan right now only, and I'll tell you which college I'll go to once I finalize the college. So there, some private banks will allow this. Public banks, I don't think they'll allow that. So, but public banks has one more side to it. What they'll ask you is, they'll ask you to first pay the fees, then apply the loan. Once if your loan gets approved, they'll send that money directly to your account instead of sending that money to the college account, because you have already paid to the college. That option will be there. They'll reimburse your first year fees. Public sector banks. Some private sector banks also do this. Okay? And finally, uh, apart from this, these are the main things. The documents I have explained how to apply. Generally, even SBI, you can apply online. Once you apply in Vidya Lakshmi portal, they'll only call you and take it forward from there. If everything is smooth, I think your loan will get approved within a week or so, and it will go forward. Some person will come to your home to verify your address, and he'll be asking you certain questions, and then it will go forward, and loan will get approved and disbursed. But only if everything is straightforward, every document is pakka, and the college, the students' past academics, everything, if it is clean, mostly your loan will get approved through Vidya Lakshmi portal. If it is up to certain limit, if it is too high, then they would be asking for more and more documents, or like the income proof should be strong enough. The ITRs which you are filing should be of that level of income to get a 30 lakh or 50 lakh loan amount, or a 1 crore loan amount for your MBBS undergraduation. Okay. Now coming to NBFCs, there is a third type of banking institution, which is a non-banking finance company. So unlike banks, NBFCs charge a little higher interest rate, because banks raise money from public, from savings account, but NBFCs raise money from banks at a higher interest rate. Okay, so NBFCs charge a little higher, but their processes are very simple. It will be completely digital process. Most of the NBFCs have completely digital process, and their credit criteria, the income criteria that you see, will be different. Let's say if an SBI is asking you for an ITR, it is strictly on ITR. Last 2 years or 3 years ITR with computation, supporting business proofs, and a bank statement supporting the ITR. So if these things are there, then it will be you'll be getting a loan over there. Otherwise, in NBFCs, they actually respond to you, talk to you. and understand what kind of business you are doing, what can be your income, what like how much income you would be actually earning, what would you show in ITR, is it right or is there more income in reality? करके they'll check everything and then they'll take a decision to give you a loan or not. Basically, NBFCs will take higher risk compared to public sector banks and private sector banks. So your approval chances in NBFCs will be higher. Let's say if you compare public sector banks versus an NBFC like Propelld. So in a public sector bank, if 100 people apply, 2 people will actually get loan. But at Propelld, if 100 people apply, around 18 to 20 people will get loan. So uh, this is the major difference because NBFCs would want to take higher risk, and because they are taking higher risk, the interest rates will be higher. Okay. Going forward, Sherry. Uh, so recently, government has launched a scheme. So because education loan in education loan, uh, every 100 loans given in education loan, at least 8 9 people default. This is a historical fact. So historically, what we have seen is in education loan, around 8 to 9% NPA is there. NPA is non-performing asset. Matlab, if a bank is giving 100 loans, at least 8 9 people are not paying back the loan. So generally, banks are not willing to give those loans. So government has this RBI has enforced something called priority sector lending. RBI has something called priority sector lending, where banks, if they are giving 100 loans, out of that 20 30 loans, 20% of the loan should go to only these priority sectors. Priority sectors mainly include agriculture, education, small and medium enterprises, etc., etc. So, so the banks are supposed to give those loans in these sectors only. Uh, but even then, what banks are doing is, instead of giving it in education, they are giving it in agriculture and making up their quota of the 20% loans. So now RBI has come up and said, no, we want specifically in education. So I'll introduce the framework, and I'll say all the banks should give, no questions asked, education loans in this 860 quality higher education institutions. So they have defined some 860 colleges in the entire country. These are as per the National Institute ranking framework. There is a NIRF karke, there is a ranking body. They rank colleges. You can see the NIRF website. You can go to the NIRF website and see. So 860 colleges across all the verticals like engineering, medicine, management, hospitality, etc., etc. In all the verticals, top 100 colleges are included in this 860 quality higher education institutions. So in these colleges, if you are getting an admission and if you are going to a public sector bank or a private sector bank, and if you are asking for a loan, they are obligated to give you the loan. Okay. So it doesn't matter of what income groups you belong to or whatever it is. Up to 10 lakhs with 3% interest subvention, students annual family income must be 8 lakhs. So, uh, so there is a credit guarantee on loans of up to 7.5 lakhs. So banks are incentivized to give you loans in these 860 colleges. So what government is saying, if a person defaults on your loan, so I will give you 7.5 lakhs. Government will give the bank 7.5 lakhs if you default. So government is assuring banks that please give loans. We are there to support you. Okay. But the catch is that they have capped it to 7.5 lakhs. So once your loan amount is above 7.5 lakhs, you will not your loan will not fall under that scheme. So banks will be thinking twice to give you loan above 7.5 lakhs unless you give a collateral. I hope I am clear. So to apply for this scheme, you can go to this website. I think Cheryl will be sharing it with you, all the resources with you in the community group very soon. Go to the next slide, Cheryl. Yeah. Right now, I'll be open to question and answers. If anybody has question, please raise your hand. Prachi will keep taking your questions and I'll be answering.
गाइस, अभी हम लोग आपके क्वेश्चंस लेंगे. कोई भी क्वेश्चन है इंग्लिश में, हिंदी में, आप जैसे भी पूछना चाहें, प्लीज गो अहेड, पूछिए, एंड विल बी टेकिंग योर क्वेश्चंस नाउ.
Cheryl, I think you have certain questions, right?
Yes, we have some pre-webinar के questions that people had raised. I can ask those out, sir.
नीट पढ़ना है ना रे नीट के बारे में बताओ तो कुछ समझ ले.
जी सोनू जी, आप कुछ कह रहे?
Prachi, you can go ahead and ask your questions so that I'll answer those questions.
Yes, sir. Give me a second. Okay, one of the questions was, is financing safe?
So, is financing safe? So basically, that's a good question because right now there has been a lot of frauds that are happening online. You will have to be careful with your information. Don't pass on any OTPs to any people. Whenever if somebody is asking you for any OTP, you'll have to think twice. So basically, when somebody is asking you an OTP, first read the message. When you get a message, first find out what is the OTP for. Sometimes people might be asking you OTP only to create your application. That will not be a problem. But if somebody is asking you for an OTP to your let's say to create your mandate, matlab from every month your bank will be deducted with an EMI. For that, you will have to do it on your own. You should not be giving your OTPs. So people, and you'll have to see first important thing that you'll have to see is if the institution where you are going for loan is a registered entity with RBI or not. You can directly ask them, like, give me your RBI registration certificate. If it is not a big bank like Axis Bank or SBI Bank or some other bank, if it is a small NBFC, you should first ask them for their RBI registration certificate. So it is completely safe and it is good. Okay. There is one concept which I forgot to tell you about is let's say you have 10 lakh rupees right now. Okay. And your fees is also 10 lakh rupees. Okay. Should you take a loan or should you invest this 10 lakh? Should you pay this 10 lakh upfront to the college? I personally say because Bharat, India is growing rapidly and Indian markets are growing, Indian businesses are growing. If you are a business person, you keep those 10 lakhs in your business and you will earn a lot more money in your business compared to what you are paying to a bank. If you are getting a loan in a bank, even at 12, 13, 14%, you will be earning a lot more. You'll be earning at least 20-25% if you are putting that money in your own business. So if you are getting a loan, you'll have to take it. You are supposed to take the loan because you'll be earning a net interest margin. Let's say you are getting a loan at 14% and you are earning 20%. So you are basically earning 6% on the money that you are having actually. So you are having your own money. Instead of putting that, put it in the markets or put it in your business so that you earn extra money on that money over and above what you are paying to the college. So there is something called systematic withdrawal plan. If you have any fund managers, if you have your CAs or your fund managers, you ask them for systematic withdrawal plan. So what you can actually do is you can calculate. I'll show you my screen. I'll just show you a simple calculation. Prachi, is my screen visible
No, sir.
now?
No, not yet. It's presenting now. Yes, it's visible now.
Okay. I hope it is visible to everyone. So let's say I have an education loan at 14%.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
मैं प्रीति द्विवेदी एडवोकेट हूँ और मेरे बच्चे का JEE मेंस में
आप लोग
बोलिए,
प्लीज
हाँ
म्यूट हो
तो आप
जाइए, एक एक करके सवाल लेंगे हम। साथ में बोलेंगे तो समझ नहीं आएगा, प्लीज बाकी सब म्यूट हो जाए। मैम को बोलने देते हैं, उसके बाद आपके सवाल एक एक करके हम लेंगे।
तो क्या मैं बोल सकती हूँ?
हाँ मैम, आप बोलिए।
हाँ, मेरे 2 बेटे हैं। एक 2025 का उन्होंने JEE मेंस दिया है। तो छोटे बेटे अपूर्व पाठक 12th में है, उसका 95 परसेंटाइल आया है, उसने फर्स्ट टाइम दिया है। और सेकंड वाला बच्चा जो है बड़ा वाला उसका 58 परसेंटाइल है। तो मैं ये चाहती हूँ, एक्चुअली मेरी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन अच्छी नहीं है, तो क्या मुझे सरकार से या बैंक से किस तरह सहायता मिल सकती है, प्लीज बता सकती हैं आप?
So what I understood is, ma'am, there are 2 kids. First one is at 95 percentile. Second one is at 58 percentile.
जी।
तो दोनों बच्चे 12वीं में हैं अभी।
नहीं, तो सेकंड बच्चा 12th कर चुका है और जिसका 95 परसेंटाइल है वो 12th में है, उसके पेपर चल रहे हैं CBSE के।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। तो अभी आपको दोनों को अभी कॉलेज में भेजना है?
हाँ, मैं दोनों को इंजीनियरिंग कराना चाहती हूँ। JEE मेंस का दोनों ने दिया था।
अच्छा। तो जो बच्चा 95 परसेंट लाया है, उसका
जी।
रैंक के हिसाब से उनको कौन से कॉलेज आएगा? आपका फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन अच्छा नहीं है करके आप बोल रहे हो। अगर ये आप किसी भी बच्चे को ये 860 कॉलेजेस में अगर सीट मिला
जी।
तो आपको तो बैंक लोन देना ही पड़ेगा। बैंक को वो ना नहीं बोल सकते हैं।
अच्छा, एक्चुअली जो है वो अभी 12th में है, तो पहले वो 12th करेगा, तो अब वो दोबारा देगा ना। अप्रैल का भी मैंने फॉर्म भर दिया है, तो वो कह रहा है
हाँ।
कि मम्मी मैं 98 तक लाने का प्रयास करूंगा, क्योंकि अभी तो मैंने ऐसे ही पेपर देखने के लिए दे दिया था। जिसका 95% आया है, परसेंटाइल आया है, मैं उसकी बात कर रही हूँ।
अच्छा,
जी।
तो काफी अच्छा होगा अगर 90% 98% लाए तो अच्छा कॉलेज मिलेगा। और अगर वो कॉलेज ये 860 कॉलेज के अंदर है तो आपको लोन देना ही पड़ेगा
मतलब 60
बैंक को।
कॉलेजेस के अंदर आ जाता है अगर वो?
860 कॉलेजेस, 60 नहीं,
अच्छा,
800
860 कॉलेजेस।
860। हाँ हाँ
अच्छा,
आठ सौ
800।
साठ कॉलेजेस
वो
जी।
अच्छा, 860 कॉलेजेस में अगर
860।
उसका आ जाता है तो बैंक को लोन देना ही पड़ेगा, आप ये कहना चाहते हैं?
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट।
ठीक, ओके, थैंक यू। और उस सेकंड बच्चे
आपके
के लिए क्या
फाइनेंशियल
पूछ सकते हैं?
कंडीशन का, हाँ,
जी।
सेकंड बच्चे का आपका, सेकंड बच्चे का थोड़ा डाउटफुल है,
नहीं,
क्योंकि
मैंने
हमारे,
एक्चुअली ये कहा है उससे, नहीं नहीं मैं सॉरी टू इंटरप्शन, मैंने उससे ये कहा है कि अगर आपका 90 परसेंटाइल आता है अगर अप्रैल वाले में, तो ही मैं उसको आगे दिलवाऊंगी, नहीं तो फिर उसको मैं पॉलिटेक्निक में भरवाऊंगी, क्योंकि हम लोग जनरल हैं एक्चुअली, पाठक पाठक हूँ मैं, द्विवेदी पाठक हूँ। मायके से द्विवेदी और ससुराल से पाठक, उनके पापा पाठक हैं, तो एक्चुअली हम लोग ब्राह्मण हैं, तो कोई कोटे वोटे का तो उनको कुछ मिलना नहीं है, जनरल की ये समस्या है। तो इसलिए मैंने कहा अगर तुम्हारा 90 परसेंटाइल आ जाता है, बड़े वाले से कहा है जिसका 58 है, तो मैं आगे दिलवाऊंगी, नहीं तो फिर पॉलिटेक्निक वगैरह कुछ करवाऊंगी। सही कहा मैंने कि नहीं?
हाँ, पॉलिटेक्निक करने के बाद भी अगर वो ये क्या बोलते हैं, इसमें जा सकते हैं, वापस इंजीनियरिंग
हाँ, बीटेक
में
में
जा
जा
सकते हैं
सकता है।
सेकेंड ईयर में।
जी।
उसके बाद अगर वो अच्छा किया तो वहां भी कुछ स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकता है, पॉलिटेक्निक में अच्छा किया तो वैसे भी
अच्छा,
देख सकते हो
पॉलिटेक्निक
आप।
में भी
नहीं
स्कॉलरशिप
तो
मिलती है?
पॉलिटेक्निक करने के बाद अगर पॉलिटेक्निक अच्छा किया तो
जी।
कॉलेजेस थोड़े सीट्स बचा के रखते हैं सेकेंड ईयर लेटरल एंट्री के लिए, इंजीनियरिंग
जी।
कॉलेजेस, वहां
जी।
से जा सकते हैं इंजीनियरिंग।
नहीं, ये जैसे फर्स्ट, अब इसको छोड़िए आप, जो 95 परसेंटाइल जिसका आया है वो बच्चा अगर उसमें इंजीनियरिंग में लेता है, तो क्या उसको सरकार से कोई स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकती है?
मीन्स स्कॉलरशिप, हाँ, तो देखिए, आप अगर लेट्स से उनको आईआईटी में सीट मिला, कोई भी आईआईटी,
जी।
ठीक है,
हाँ।
अगर आईआईटी में सीट मिला तो पहले चीज आपको कोई ना कोई बैंक रहेगा, कैंपस में ही एक बैंक रहेगा, जैसे एसबीआई
जी।
रहेगा मोस्ट ऑफ द आईआईटीज में, तो वो
जी।
प्री अप्रूव करके रखते हैं। आप जाके सिर्फ एक साइन करना है, आपको कुछ
हम्म।
नहीं देना है, सिर्फ एक साइन करना है और वो लोन दे देंगे। और एक चीज ये है कि आपको मेरिट कम मीन्स करके एमसीएम स्कॉलरशिप करके एक रहेगा, उसमें
जी।
हर महीना बच्चे को कुछ पैसे देंगे का, और ट्यूशन फीस में थोड़ा रिबेट रहेगा।
अच्छा, ये बैंक की सुविधा रहेगी, मतलब सरकार से कोई फैसिलिटी नहीं है क्या?
सरकार से ये एमसीएम फैसिलिटी रहेगा, एमसीएम स्कॉलरशिप फैसिलिटी रहेगा,
अच्छा।
उसमें बच्चा को रहने के लिए, खाना पीने के लिए महीने का इतना करके देते थे। मेरे जमाने में 1,000 रुपए देते थे, अभी 5,000 या कुछ देते होंगे,
नहीं,
मुझे अभी
आपके
पता नहीं है।
अच्छा, मतलब इस समय 5000 है पर मंथ?
5,000 के आसपास रहेगा महीने का।
नहीं,
आ,
1 मंथ, नहीं 1 ईयर है या 1 मंथ है?
मंथ मंथ है।
अच्छा अच्छा, मंथ का।
हाँ, और एक चीज ये भी होगा कि उसका ट्यूशन फीस में रिबेट होगा,
अच्छा, ट्यूशन फी में रिबेट हो जाएगा।
रिबेट हो
चलिए,
जाएगा।
जी, मतलब ये अगर अगर मान लो उसको आईआईटी नहीं मिलता है, एनआईटी मिलता है, तो?
एनआईटी में भी, कुछ एनआईटीज में भी यह सुविधा है।
अच्छा, मतलब स्कॉलरशिप मिलता है कुछ एनआईटी में?
एनआईटी में भी ये एमसीएम स्कॉलरशिप तो मिलता है एनआईटीज में भी, बट बैंक
अच्छा
लोन जो है, कुछ कुछ एनआईटीज, मतलब टॉप एनआईटीज में, आपको नया नया एनआईटीज भी बने हैं बहुत सारे, और बट टॉप एनआईटीज में आपको पक्का मिलेगा लोन,
अच्छा, ठीक है,
प्री
ओके,
अप्रूव
थैंक
लोन।
यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू मैम। विशाल धवन जी, हम अभी आप बोल सकते हैं। मैम आप म्यूट कर लीजिए सो दैट डिस्टरबेंस कम रहे।
ओके, थैंक यू मैम।
जी मैम।
अपूरी म्यूट।
हाँ, नमस्कार सर, मैं विशाल धवन बात कर रहा था। मेरा बेटा गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज अमृतसर में पढ़ रहा है, अभी थर्ड ईयर का, मैं उसका फीस दे दिया हूँ।
ओके।
सर आप सुन पा रहे हो ना? हाँ, मतलब, और मेरी बेटी है +2 में है, वो भी मेडिकल करना चाह रही है अभी।
ओके।
अगर उसको मतलब गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज में अगर मिलता है सीट, तो मतलब ये प्री अप्रूव जैसे आप कह रहे थे आईआईटीज वगैरह में होता है, तो मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन ये है कि गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज में भी मिलेगा उसको? मतलब ऐसा प्री अप्रूव लोन होता है ऐसा गवर्नमेंट का, जैसे कह रहे हैं कि एसबीआई देता है ऐसा?
अबे मेडिकल कॉलेजेस में तो देखिए सर, तो बैंक्स भी चालाक है, सब चालाक है, तो उनको क्या
हाँ हाँ,
चाहिए, अगर पैसे दे रहा है तो पैसे वापस आना है, तो क्या
वो
सोचते
तो।
हैं, इंजीनियरिंग में 4 साल के बाद फटाक से जॉब मिलेगा और पैसे वापस आ जाएगा। तो आईआईटीज और आईआईएम्स में, एनआईटीज में ये तो आसान है, तो वो लोग प्री अप्रूव करके रखते हैं। मेडिकल में थोड़ा देखते हैं, मगर अच्छे कॉलेज में जा रहा है, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में जा रहा है तो वो मना नहीं करेंगे आपको। और आपको अगर गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में सीट मिल रहा है तो फीस तो बहुत कम हो जाएगा, 1 लाख के अंदर ही रहेगा शायद मोस्टली।
नहीं सर, पंजाब से बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, लुधियाना से। उसका ज्यादा है, मतलब 2 लाख से ज्यादा है, प्लस हॉस्टल फीस हो जाता है, तो 2.5 लाख के आसपास होता है ईयरली।
2.5 लाख के आसपास होता है, तो 5 साल में 12 लाख होता है।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, मतलब थर्ड ईयर का मैं भर दूँ। मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था सेकंड कि मतलब चलो उसका तो मैं कर रहा हूँ, बीटी का है, तो अगर उसको मिलता है तो उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, मतलब उसके लिए कैसे लोन ले सकते हैं? मतलब मेरा क्वेश्चन मेन वो था कि अभी बेटी +2 में वो भी देगी, अभी नीट मई में आएगा, तो उसके लिए मतलब आपसे लेना ठीक है, या मतलब आपसे भी ले सकते हैं बैंक से, ऐसा क्या है, मतलब कैसे ले सकते हैं अगर
मतलब आप
चाहिए तो?
वो बहुत स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन हो गया सर। तो आपको
हाँ
ये कॉल के बाद हम एक
हाँ
लोन एक्सपर्ट से कॉल करवाएंगे। तो आपका प्रोफाइल जो है, आप सैलरीड हो, सेल्फ
हाँ,
एम्प्लॉयड हो,
प्रोपेल्स
कितने
मैंने पहले
कमाते
भी
हो।
लिया था। हाँ, मैं समझ गया आपकी बात सर। प्रोपेल्स
सर
मैंने पहले भी लिया था, +1, मतलब जब ये बेटी कोचिंग में थी तब मैंने उसमें लिया था, कुछ कुछ लिया था, मतलब
हाँ, तब
वो
तब
तो मैंने
तो बहुत आसान था ना सर।
वो
तब तो
आसान था।
बहुत आसान था,
हाँ,
सिर्फ
मेरा आराम से हो गया था तब।
केवाईसी दिया
हाँ।
होंगे और लोन हुआ
वो तो
होगा
मतलब
आसानी से, क्योंकि कॉलेज वो टाई अप इंस्टीट्यूट में हुआ था शायद, आलेना या आकाश में
मेरे से
शायद।
चलिए पर्सनली फिर बात करा
तो अभी
लीजिएगा, तो मैं समझ गया,
हाँ,
मतलब
मैं
उसके
बात
लिए।
करा लूंगा,
हाँ, करवा देना मेरा
आपसे
प्लीज,
बात
चलिए।
करता हूँ।
हाँ हाँ, बात
आपका
कर लीजिएगा, मतलब मैं लुधियाना से
शेरिल
होता
यू हैव
हूँ।
हाँ,
क्या सर, पार्डन?
शेरिल प्लीज टेक
हाँ हाँ,
कॉन्टेक्ट
शरद जी से
वॉज दिस।
ठीक है। हाँ, ठीक है,
ओके,
ठीक है, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू विशाल जी।
ओके।
नेक्स्ट जगदेव जी, आप बोलिए। विशाल जी, आप म्यूट कर दीजिए। जगदेव सिंह जी, आप पूछना चाहेंगे सवाल? ओके, हम वेट करते हैं
ठीक है।
आपके लिए। तब
प्राची,
तक अशोक शर्मा जी। यस सर।
you have more questions before asking more questions?
सॉरी,
यस मैम।
आई कुडंट हियर
हेलो
यू।
हेलो।
जी जगदेव
बोलिए
सिंह।
सर।
जी
हाँ
सर, बोलिए,
नमस्कार सर।
आपकी आवाज आ रही है, आप बोलिए।
नमस्कार।
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मान लो बाय चांस गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में नीट की तैयारी कर रहा है बच्चा, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में नहीं होता है, तो प्राइवेट कॉलेज कॉलेज में एडमिशन के लिए हम फंड कहाँ से, सबसे मतलब अच्छा तरीका क्या है?
सर पहले चीज, पहले मेरा एडवाइस है कि अगर आप प्राइवेट कॉलेज में सीट ले रहे हैं, वो प्राइवेट कोटा में लेना है या मैनेजमेंट कोटा में लेना है, ये पहले डिसाइड करना पड़ता है आपको। प्राइवेट कोटा में लेने के लिए काउंसलिंग थ्रू ही जाना पड़ेगा, मैनेजमेंट कोटा के लिए भी मोस्टली काउंसलिंग थ्रू ही जाना पड़ेगा। बट प्राइवेट कोटा में तो अच्छा रैंक ही आना चाहिए, मतलब उतना बड़ा रैंक आया तो प्राइवेट कोटा में भी नहीं मिलेगा सीट। तो प्राइवेट कोटा में 15 लाख के आसपास रहेंगे 1 साल का फीस, और
हाँ
मैनेजमेंट
जी।
कोटा में 25 लाख के आसपास रहेंगे 1 साल का फीस। तो
हाँ जी।
एक प्राइवेट कोटा में टोटल आपको खर्च करना पड़ता है 75 लाख के आसपास, और मैनेजमेंट कोटा में आपको खर्च करना पड़ता है 1.25 1.3 करोड़ के आसपास।
हाँ जी।
तो ये इतना लोन आपको मिलने के लिए आपको तो मोर्टगेज लोन ही करना पड़ता है।
मॉर्गेज लोन।
मॉर्टगेज लोन ही करना पड़ता है, मतलब आपको कुछ गिरवी रख के ही लेना पड़ता है। कोई भी देश में सारे बैंक्स, जो भी बैंक्स है, उतना बड़े रकम अनसेक्योर्ड नहीं देते हैं। मैक्सिमम कुछ कुछ बैंक्स देते हैं 40 लाख तक अनसेक्योर्ड, कुछ एनबीएफसी से 30 लाख तक देते हैं अनसिक्योर्ड, बट उसके ऊपर तो आपको गिरवी रख के आपको इनकम होना चाहिए उतना, ताकि आप ईएमआई पे कर सकते हो, और आपको कुछ गिरवी रखना पड़ता है। और उतना बड़े बड़े लोन जब देते हैं वो मोरेटोरियम पीरियड नहीं देते हैं। मतलब मोरेटोरियम मतलब आप पढ़ाई खत्म करने के बाद वापस रिपे करने का ऑप्शन जो होता है वो बहुत रेयर केसेस में देते हैं।
मीन्स
लोन
प्राइवेट कॉलेज के लिए तो लोन के लिए चांसेस नील है।
नील नहीं बोल सकता हूँ। अगर आपके पास, देखिए आप 75 लाख मानिए प्राइवेट कॉलेज के लिए
हाँ जी,
75 लाख का
हाँ
सीट,
जी।
अगर आपके पास एक 50 लाख है तो बाकी 25 लाख लोन मिल सकता है, 30 लाख लोन मिल सकता है, पूरा 75 लाख मिलना मुश्किल है।
हम्म।
ये और वो डिपेंड करता है आप क्या करते हो, कितना कमाते हो। अभी आप देखिए आपका पैसा सारे जमीन पर है, जमीन जमीन खरीद खरीद के रखा है या बिल्डिंग खरीद के रखा है, आपका लिक्विडिटी नहीं है बट कैश फ्लो है। महीने का इतना कमा रहे हो आप, 2 लाख 3 लाख, बट अभी के अभी 30 लाख नहीं है आपके पास तो वो मिलेगा। ऐसा नहीं है कि बच्चा पढ़ के फ्यूचर में अच्छा अच्छा बन के वो कमा के पे करेगा, उसके हिसाब से बैंक नहीं देंगे उतना उतना पैसे। वो गवर्नमेंट कोटा में सीट मिला तो दे सकते हैं, क्योंकि
गवर्नमेंट
वो
कोटा
कम
में तो इतनी फीस है नहीं जी।
हाँ फीस बहुत कम है तो वो दे देंगे,
हाँ, तो
वो उनका।
उसमें तो लोन की जरूरत ही नहीं है।
हाँ जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगा, तो
लोन तो
वही हॉस्टल का इसका उसका सब मिला के हो जाता है।
हाँ, जरूरत तो प्राइवेट कॉलेज के लिए पड़ेगी।
हाँ हाँ करेक्ट।
ओके, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू
ओके
जगदेव जी। यस सर।
Prachi, I have to wrap up this session. We'll take last 2 questions if there are any questions.
या ओके, विनीत जी आपने हैंड रेज किया है, आप पूछना चाहेंगे? ओके, प्राकश जी आप अवेलेबल हैं तो आप पूछ लीजिए अपना सवाल। हम लोग और एक दो सवाल ही लेंगे, उसके बाद जो भी आपके सवाल हैं एक नंबर प्रोवाइड किया गया है, आप वहां पे अपने सवाल पूछ सकते हैं। विल गेट बैक टू यू वहां पे।
हेलो
जी
नंबर
प्राकश जी।
हाँ बोलिए।
कर रहा है, आपका नंबर कहाँ पे है?
मदन तोमर जी आप प्लीज म्यूट कर लीजिए। आप दोबारा से सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही थी।
मैं
जी प्राकश जी बोलिए।
मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा था, अभी बीच में मैं सेशन थोड़ा सा चला गया था, बिजी हो गई, कॉल आ गई थी इसलिए बिजी हो गया था। मेरी बेटी एक्चुअली इंजीनियरिंग की कर रही है, तो उसके लिए मैं अपना लोन प्रोपेल के थ्रू कैसे मिल सकता है? क्या आप लोग देते हैं? मैं गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट हूँ एक्चुअली, तो क्या बेस्ट रहेगा मेरे
मिल
लिए
सकता है सर,
एजुकेशन?
मिल सकता है सर। हम एक लोन एक्सपर्ट से आपको कॉल करवाएंगे। आप आपका अगर फोन नंबर
वैसे एक्चुअली जो सेकेंड ईयर का इंथुजियाज्म का कोर्स है वो आपके थ्रू मैंने लिया है, फाइनेंस कराया है।
अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ मिल
हाँ
सकता है
तो
सर,
बोलो।
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मिल सकते हैं, आसानी से मिल सकता है। आप यहाँ पे एक फॉर्म दिया गया है, उस फॉर्म में आपका नंबर डालिए, हम कॉल करवाएंगे, आपको मिल सकता है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
मैं कहाँ कहाँ देख पाऊंगा आपको फॉर्म?
ये
आप
इस
ग्रुप में
चैट
डल
बॉक्स में,
जो ग्रुप है
इधर चैट
आपका।
बॉक्स में।
आपको आपके स्क्रीन पे नीचे की तरफ राइट हैंड साइड पे एक चैट बॉक्स दिखेगा, आप वो से ओपन करेंगे तो आपको वहां पे एक फोन नंबर दिखेगा और उसके साथ एक लिंक रहेगा, उस लिंक पे क्लिक कीजिए, आपको फॉर्म।
प्राची, नहीं तो आप ये नंबर पे मैसेज भी कर सकते हैं, शेरिल का नंबर है 9538
आप लोग ये नंबर ले
698894
लीजिए प्लीज, सॉरी।
चलो मैं नंबर तो
95। हाँ हाँ, वो नंबर पे या ग्रुप में ये नंबर पे मैसेज कीजिए, हो जाएगा।
अच्छा,
कॉल कॉल।
फॉर्म है भी अच्छा आपका एक।
हम्म।
चलिए चलिए मैं कर लूंगा, ठीक है, थैंक यू।
हेलो सर। हेलो सर, मैं विनीत बोल रहा हूँ, क्या मेरी बात हो रही है?
जी विनीत जी बताइए।
बोलिए।
दिस इज द लास्ट
हाँ, मेरा बच्चा है जो
क्वेश्चन।
अभी, नहीं लास्ट ही करूंगा अभी, वो 66% बच्चे की आई है जेई के अंदर, तो कोई
ओके।
स्कोप है उसके आगे?
66 अभी और एक मौका है सर आपको, अप्रैल में और एक चांस रहेंगे। थोड़ा 2 महीने और है, थोड़ा पढ़ के, ज्यादा पढ़ के
जी
अच्छा किया तो स्कोप अच्छा होगा। वैसे इंजीनियरिंग सीट्स ज्यादा है देश में और बच्चे कम है, वैसे है अभी सिचुएशन। इंजीनियरिंग करना है तो कोई भी कर सकता है, कोई भी कॉलेज में कर सकते हैं। अगर अच्छा इंजीनियरिंग करना होता तो आपको थोड़ा,
हाँ हाँ,
बच्चा को थोड़ा और मेहनत करना पड़ेगा।
जी जी। तो नहीं, 66% के अंदर आईआईटी एनआईटी वीआईटी कुछ मिलेगा नहीं, तो उसके अलावा कुछ बताइए प्लीज।
आपको आप कहाँ से हो सर?
मैं जयपुर से हूँ।
आप जयपुर से हो। जयपुर पर्टिकुलरली मुझे इतना पता नहीं है, बट कॉलेजेस, अच्छा कॉलेजेस मतलब आपको साउथ में जो है आरवी कॉलेज है, वीआईटी कॉलेज है, वेलोर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी है, मणिपाल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी है। ऊपर और एक
मेरा
आपको।
मे,
हाँ बोलिए।
मेरा बैकग्राउंड आर्मी से है और मेरा बच्चा है
आर्मी से।
विनीत।
अच्छा, तो
जी
अच्छा कॉलेजेस है सर, बट देखिए, ऐसा है कि एक कॉलेज, कॉलेज ए है, कॉलेज बी है। कॉलेज ए में आप,
जी
कॉलेज ए समझिए अच्छा कॉलेज है, ठीक है, आईआईटी है कॉलेज ए।
जी
कॉलेज
जी
बी है कुछ
जी
जयपुर में कौन सा कॉलेज है, तक्षशिला कॉलेज समझिए, तो कुछ कोई कोई ना कोई कॉलेज,
जी
लोकल इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है। तो आप आईआईटी में जाके, आईआईटी में लास्ट भी आओ, आपको
जी
जॉब मिलेगा। बट किसी नीचे के
जी
कॉलेज में जाएगा तो उसमें आपको टॉप 5% या 10% में रहना चाहिए। तो अभी मेहनत करो या बाद में मेहनत करो, मेहनत तो करना ही पड़ेगा स्कोप के लिए। वो कॉलेज में जाके टॉप
जी
टेन
जी जी
परसेंट में रहेगा तो जॉब मिल जाएगा, पक्का मिल जाएगा। ऐसा नहीं है
जी
कि नहीं मिल।
जी जी
कोई भी कॉलेज में जाओ, उसमें टॉप 5%, 10% में रहो तो आपको जॉब मिल जाएगा। बट आपको ये मेहनत तो, बच्चा को मेहनत तो करना ही पड़ेगा आगे बढ़ने के लिए।
जी 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 जी।
ठीक।
ओके, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू। ठीक है, ओके, थैंक यू एवरीवन। हाँ प्राची।
Yeah, thank you
हाँ,
everyone for joining. I
नहीं
hope।
नहीं, लास्ट प्राची, प्राची, someone is
जी
asking
जी,
a question.
हाँ, यस 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 जी, प्रताप जी बोलिए।
actually, you are just trying to understand, make us understand this, whatever the screenshot you have shared regarding that safe loan. Just I want to understand. We stopped in between. Just I want to listen that one.
About this SWP plan.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll explain this one time. Can you see my screen now? Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Okay, so now let's say I am I want a loan amount of 20 lakhs. Okay, 20 lakhs is the loan amount that I should pay today. So I have 20 lakhs. Okay, instead of paying to the college, I have taken a loan of 20 lakhs and paid to the college. My loan interest rate is 14%. Okay, the course is for 4 years. Engineering course, 4 years course. and so I paid the loan by taking the loan at 14% to the college. My 20 lakhs, which I have in hand, which I thought of paying it to the college, I have taken that 20 lakhs and put it in my business or put it in some systematic withdrawal plan scheme, where let's say I'm getting a 20% return. Okay. If I am getting a 20% return, expected return, it is generally possible in businesses. In mutual funds and all, this is not possible. It is 12% is possible, 15% is possible, maximum 20% is not possible. But assuming 20% in business, that you're putting your 20 lakhs in your business and you're getting 20%. And what will happen is after 4 years, until 4 years, you will not pay anything to the bank. So after 4 years, what will you do is you'll have to start paying EMI to the bank. Now, in the systematic withdrawal plan, you'll say, I want this exact of EMI amount from the systematic withdrawal plan. So the EMI is coming to 50,285 for this 20 lakhs after 4 years. So you will ask the systematic withdrawal plan to give you 50,285 rupees every month. If you take that money at the end of, if the loan duration is 15 years, at the end of 15 years, you'll have 60 lakhs more. After paying your EMIs, after finishing your EMIs, you will have 60 more lakhs remaining with you. Your 20 lakhs you have your 20 lakhs you have. On top of that, you'll have 40 lakhs, 43,000 more. That is what this is all about. I hope you understood.
Just to summarize these things, if we are investing in business, then it is good to take the loan and put that our money in the business. But for mutual fund, everything, then better to invest directly in the hard case.
So for mutual fund, so if you are doing a business, you know how much returns you get. So generally people will take money from their operating capital, operations capital, and put it in like pay the fees. Instead of that, you buy more, like invest that 20 lakhs in your business and get more returns. Yeah, mutual funds. If you know mutual funds and or if you have a good portfolio manager or some CA who guides you properly in mutual funds, then you can go for that also. But one
Okay.
catch is there. If you are going for mutual funds, you'll have to pay capital gains tax. This one which I have subtracted, there is a capital gains tax. Okay, I have written here. But in your business, you can maybe forego that. Matlab, not everyone in the country are showing every profit in the business in their income tax returns. So there you can have some, because our country is still working in cash economy. You might get a benefit of tax over there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Raghuvanshi ji, will we be getting any recording or any summary of this call? Because I missed this call completely. I just joined. Sorry for this.
I think, Cheryl, they'll be getting a recorded call, right? I think you'll be getting a recorded call on YouTube, our YouTube channel.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
So can we take this or should we wrap up, like
Yes.
depending upon the time?
Ask the person to just drop a message to Cheryl.
Yeah.
I'll reply to him in the group.
Sure, sure.
Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
everyone.
For this. Prachi, please.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you so much for your time, sir. I hope आप सबको हम एटलीस्ट कुछ वे में हेल्प कर पाए रिगार्डिंग फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग कैसे कर सकते हैं आप लोग. आई अंडरस्टैंड सबके सवाल अभी हम ले नहीं सकते, ऑब्वियसली टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट है. पर आप अपने चैट बॉक्स में देखिए, आप वहाँ पे एक फ़ोन नंबर है और एक फॉर्म है। आप उस फ़ोन नंबर पे अपने सवाल पोस्ट कर सकते हैं और उस फॉर्म को भी फिल कर सकते हैं। हम लोग आपके सवालों को के जवाब आपको दे देंगे थ्रू दैट फॉर्म एंड ऑन दैट नंबर। तो प्लीज मैं ये कॉल और अगले 2 मिनट चालू रखती हूँ, सो दैट किसी ने अगर नंबर नोट नहीं किया है तो आप लोग नोट कर सकते हैं वो नंबर, एंड देन वी कैन गो अहेड एंड call this end. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time, and it was very informative.